There's been lots of news and speculation about how the Home Office is trying to reduce legal migration in the UK. They finally made some changes which I'll be discussing in this video. Hello everyone and welcome again to this channel. I'm Moyademi. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. On the 4th of December, the Home Secretary unveiled some plans to cut legal migration into the UK. They have been so concerned about the amount of people that come into the UK last year, which they claim it amounts to over 600,000 people coming into the UK, and they were really concerned about the care worker visa. And most of the number of people coming into the UK are majorly dependent, and so they are looking for ways to reduce that. So they claim by making these changes that about 300,000 people that have come into the UK this year wouldn't have been able to come if these new changes are already in place. One of the major reasons why they are looking into reducing the number of legal migration into the UK is to reduce the abuse and also the exploitation of the immigration system as a whole. So I'll go straight into the 5 major ways they are looking into cutting illegal migration into the UK, and at the end of this video I'll also be discussing some earlier measures that they already have put in place to reduce illegal migration into the UK. The first major changes they are making is by banning overseas care workers from bringing in dependents and making it a bit stricter for care provider in the UK to actually sponsor a caregiver from abroad. Care providers will only be able to sponsor migrants if they are undertaking activity regulated by the CQC. And the second major change that they've made is by increasing the minimum salary that a skilled worker would earn from £26,200 to £38,700. They claim that this will discourage a lot of employers from employing overseas labourers and encourage them to employ people that are already in the UK. The third major changes they are making is that dependents of skilled worker visa will no longer be able to have like automatic visa. So initially, if you're a skilled worker and you already have a visa, for your spouse to get a visa will be much more easier. So they are changing that the spouse or the dependent of a skilled worker visa will also have to go through the same salary requirement as their partners. The fourth major changes is that they are going to be reviewing the shortage occupation list and double the minimum income for family visa. That means a British citizen that wants to bring, let's say, a partner into the UK, they will have to be earning at least £38,700, the same minimum requirement for a skilled worker visa. Initially it was £18,600. That means they've doubled it to £38,700, which will make it very difficult for even British citizens to bring in their partners. The other major changes they are making is that they are earning a 20% discount for the jobs that are on the shortage occupation list, and they are removing that entirely, and they are coming up with a new immigration salary list. Also, they are going to be reviewing the graduate visa to ensure it works in the best interest of the United Kingdom and to ensure steps are being taken to prevent abuse. Earlier in this video, I promised to mention some of the changes that they've already put in place that will be taking effect from January 2024, which include banning students from bringing dependents. Earlier on, around October, they already banned that students cannot bring dependents into the UK coming January 2024. Also, they said that the annual immigration health surcharge is being increased from £624 to £1,025 per year. So if you are coming into the UK for 3 years, normally you would pay £624 for every year. That's 624 multiplied by 3. But now you have to be paying £1,025 multiplied by 3 for a period of 3 years per person. So this will make it a bit difficult for people to afford to even migrate into the UK. One of the major thing that I believe will really discourage people from coming into the UK is the fact that they can't bring their dependents, especially for students and care workers. So most of the people that are coming to the UK as a family wouldn't be able to do that anymore. And I don't really believe that people would be encouraged to come at all, because it's going to separate families, it's going to cause a lot of division. There's no hope that when you get to the UK, your family will also be able to come, except if you and your spouse actually get a job to come together. That is when it will be maybe easier for you to come. But if not, then it will discourage a lot of people from coming in the first place. So there are also debates about how these measures will affect the United Kingdom as a whole and everything. But then these are the measures that they are going to start coming spring 2024. And the other measure about banning students from bringing dependents and also increasing the NHS fee is going to start January. If you are already in process of applying for your visa, or your visa has been put in already, I think this might not affect you if your visa is coming before January 2024. And yeah, I hope this has been valid for your time. If you have any question, if you have anything to say about how you think this might affect the United Kingdom or how this will affect you as a person, as an intending migrant, please don't forget to drop it down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.